Time is a concept we all understand, but is it something that we always fully appreciate? Judges our industry is based on time, extraction time, roasting time, drying time, and fermentation time. The whole journey from seed to cup is linked to time. So let's start exploring the importance of time by looking at a factor we all understand: fermentation. So for your milk course, I've chosen a 20-hour, natural, anaerobically fermented Caturra and red Caturra varietal from Finca El Diamante in Taratu, Costa Rica. Because time at this farm has created new and exciting flavors for you guys today. Please look at the card in front of you and we'll refer back later. Back at El Diamante, the whole beans are placed in seal tanks for 20 hours. This oxygen-free environment allowed for further development of aromatics, and the seal tanks prevent the loss of them. Instead, those aromatics are absorbed by the beans, and this resulted in new flavors of cinnamon for you today. As you can see from the card, extraordinary coffee like El Diamante takes an extraordinary amount of time. And so does rich and sweet milk. So I froze my milk for 24 hours and slowly I distilled it in 4. This concentrated the sugars, enhancing the sweetness to balance out the intensity of my espresso. Today, I'm steaming my milk to 61 degrees Celsius for a rich and creamy mouthfeel, and I'm dosing 18.2 grams in the basket, taking 40 grams out, with 60 grams of milk. And all those elements in synergy are what make my milk beverage harmonious. For the flavor profile, please write down cinnamon bun, chocolate gelato, and banana fudge. Judges, when I hand over your milk beverage, please stir it 8 times to fully homogenize it, and use the tumblers provided for your used spoon. Are you guys ready? Now, because of El Diamante's unique fermentation, we found that by roasting the coffee on a Dietrich double wall drum roaster for 10 minutes and 50, we further caramelize those sugars, getting higher body without losing any vibrancy. Enjoy. We let the coffee degas for 25 days, as we found that at this time, we have fully developed the aromatics, so you guys can enjoy this amazing flavor of cinnamon on the finish. Enjoy. Roasting this coffee wasn't just a matter of roasting time. We worked with Emmy, Matt, and Matthew from Switzerland, and we asked them to profile my coffee to its full potential in milk, which will highlight this amazing rich and creamy texture. Enjoy. And to achieve this potential was a matter of their time. Time sourcing, time tasting, time profiling, and only then, time roasting. Please, fully enjoy this amazing Finca el Diamante. Thanks, guys. Coffee. But through my journey, I realized none of this is possible without the devotion of people's time. The coffee I've chosen to demonstrate this concept is Finca Nelson, an extraordinary cup, created by the devotion of people's time. So for you guys today, I'm serving pink bourbon from Finca Nelson in Huila, Colombia. Pink bourbon is a hybrid of red and yellow bourbon and delivers amazing stone fruit and orange-like qualities. Creating extraordinary coffee is Nelson's passion, and in order for him to achieve it, Nelson and his team devote their time to pick only the ripest pink bourbon cherries. Which sounds simple, but for this specific lot, it required 10 people working for 10 hours. And those 100 hours of work is the real reason you guys can enjoy this amazing, high-quality, citrus-like sweetness in your cup today. This coffee has undergone unique fermentation. After picking, the beans are placed in sealed tanks for 72 hours. The bacteria and the yeast from the skin of the fruit start the fermentation process, breaking down the complex sugars into alcohol and acid. After that, the beans get depulped and undergo a second fermentation for 26 hours. And this step revealed new notes of blood orange for you today. Nelson's farm is located at 1,800 meters above sea level, and drying the coffee at this altitude is a matter of time. He places the beans on raised beds for 15 days, but as you can see from the card, that actually means 4 people working for 8 hours, raking the beans every 2 hours for 15 days, ensure the even drying, and that's the real reason for the long and clean finish in your cup today. Breaking down a flavor profile as complex as Nelson takes a lot of time. So we'll focus on the main flavor notes I found captures Nelson's character today. So for the flavor profile, please write down mandarin orange, fresh raspberries, apricot syrup, Sauvignon Blanc. Today, for optimal taste balance, I'm dosing 17 grams in, 40 grams out, which gives us an espresso with medium-high acidity, medium-high sweetness, balanced out with medium to low bitterness. Judges, when I hand over your milk beverage, please evaluate the crema, but don't drink them just yet. We will let the espresso cool down for increased flavor clarity. And now for the tactile balance, please write down a medium-high weight, a syrupy texture, and a long grapefruit finish. Please. Stir it 5 times and fully appreciate Finca Nelson. Thanks, guys. Are we ready for the signature drink? Fantastic. So, for the flavor profile, please write down candied orange, apricot jam, key lime pie, and my favorite, Campari-like finish. Now, to continue exploring the importance of time, I've utilized a variety of techniques. Inspired by Nelson, I've chosen to utilize yogurt, which like Nelson also undergoes unique fermentation, and its lactic acidity synergizes perfectly with Nelson's orange flavors. I placed in a sous vide with an equal part sugar, 85 degrees Celsius, 24 hours to caramelize and enhance its rich texture. I then strained it through a paper filter for 12 hours to create my first ingredient, a clarified and using 60 grams of it. Then, using time and technique, I take the rest of my caramelized yogurt and dehydrate it for 4 days, 45 degrees Celsius, to create this dust, which brings complexity and a biscuit-like texture that complements Nelson's rich character. And to evolve its citric acidity, 30 grams of an acidified whey, which I created by taking a cheese whey, which like Nelson's, with complexity and texture, and acidified with 1 part of malic, ascorbic, and citric acid to 13 parts of whey. And this also created the new flavor of apricot jam today. Lastly, 20 grams of my last ingredient, the non-alcoholic bitter aperitif. This brings high-quality bitterness and turns the grapefruit finish into a Campari-like one. And finally, 4 shots Finca Nelson, 17 in, 50 out. As this ratio allows Nelson to bring all its complex character. I'll shake the drink to chill it down for flavor clarity and create an amazing creamy texture for you guys. Guys, enjoy this drink in at least 2 sips. First sip, not from the dust, focusing on the complex, fruit-forward character of Nelson. And second sip, from the dust, adding in those sweet and rich textures. Judges, as we have explored in my routine, yes, time is key to seed-to-cup journey. But I want to remind us again, this journey is not made possible by fermentation, clarification, or dehydration. This journey is made possible because of people's time. Guys, this routine is a thank you to baristas, roasters, growers, everyone who has been part to the seed-to-cup journey. Josh and Diana, thank you very much for your time. Alex and Daniel, thank you very much for your time. And this was my time.
Big round of applause for Andrew.